Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a huge fridge declutter and organization. You will see in just a minute how bad my fridge actually is inside. It is just a disaster zone. I don't know how it got so bad. There's things thrown everywhere. Nothing is in the right spot, so today we're gonna take care of that. Okay, brace yourselves. Are you ready? Oh God. Okay, so as you can see, I don't know what's going on in here. Everything is just kind of where it's sitting. I have no clue, guys. I have no explanation, but it's okay. Everything's gonna get situated. Some of these sides aren't really too bad, but in the middle, kind of in the center drawers, that's where things get a little bit wild. There's grapes. I also have some other produce, but it's just kind of sitting in other places. This drawer, I don't even know. It's just a bunch of everything. And then my vegetable drawer has lemons. I don't know why. So anyway, after I go through all of this and just kind of realize that I have gotten so out of hand with this, I am going to take out all of the produce and just kind of find wherever it is and take it out of the fridge. I'm going to start there because I don't want to take everything out all at once because, you know, it kind of needs to stay cold. And knowing me, I'm going to take a long time to do this. So I'm going to start with getting all of the produce out and washed and cleaned. These are some of the storage containers I have to work with today. They are super inexpensive from the container store. I think I'm only gonna end up using like 3 of these max just because I have a couple other projects that I wanna use these for. So anyway, this is just a few of them that we're gonna be using.
I am not in love, I am not in love, no. He was nothing but a city boy. Nothing but a city boy. So what?
Now I'm just going to be kind of taking a look at the produce and the expiration dates and seeing what's edible. And here is where I realized that the tomatoes straight up say do not refrigerate, but oh well, I like my tomatoes cold, so I'm just going to break a couple rules there.
Nothing but a city boy.
My kids love these little oranges, but they are such drama queens. If there's a small little brown spot, they won't eat them. So I'm just gonna set all those aside so that we don't have any meltdowns over some oranges. I'm gonna get a couple containers out for the produce after I wash it. I know I should not be getting on my counters, but I'm short. I gotta do what I gotta do, people. I'm sorry. So it is so much easier in my daily routine if I already have my produce washed and cut up and ready to go. It just makes it so much quicker to grab some and put on my kids' plate for lunches. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, but while I was doing that, I totally remembered that TikTok video that went viral that was putting your produce, well, strawberries specifically, in some salt water and seeing all the nasty stuff that comes off of them. So I decided to do this, and then I got a little bit reckless and did it with some raspberries and grapes too, which you're probably not supposed to do, but you know, I thought let's get crazy with it, so here we go. If you don't want to see this, I totally understand. I won't be offended if you want to skip ahead. I'm going to put a timestamp on the screen, that way you know where to go. You can fast forward and click to that other section to get back to the organization.
Our bodies meet, I can feel the tension. Move us into the next dimension. Let's just let our bodies be true. We make out for the thrill of it. Mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it.
And while we're waiting for the produce to kind of do its thing in that water, I'm gonna take these drawers out and start washing them because, well, you see why.
Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can have it, no regret. Let's live life without regrets. Girl, put your faith in me, even though we just met. Let's forget about a curfew, cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you, pulse speed and my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna pace it, cause it only does this with you. Our bodies meet, I can feel the tension, move us into next dimension. Let's just let our bodies be true. We make out for the thrill of it, mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can never.
It's really hard to tell, but there were some nasty things coming off. There were a couple of those little fruit fly gnat things, which you can't really see, but I try to show you a little bit clearer in a minute. But it was just not a good time, you guys. Makes me never want to eat this stuff again. But that one wasn't too bad. The grapes were really nothing. The raspberries got super smushy, which is fine because the only way I use raspberries is just to put it on top of some toast and smush it down to make a jelly. So that was fine, but if you want your raspberries not smushy, then I don't recommend doing that. Then I emptied that water into this clean bowl and it was not clean anymore. It was disgusting. So I wish you could see it better in the camera, but you really can't. But just trust me, it was not cute.
I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling. I'm so deep down, and it's not a lie that I die. I can't hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, yeah, I can carry all that you've got. Two heavy hearts is not a lot. I will put out all of the fire. We stumble and fall, and it's not a lie that I die.
Now I'm taking everything off of those center shelves right there, and that was a lot, you guys. I mean, that took me a hot minute. And then after that, I'm just gonna put it on the counter and then go in and clean this thing out. That is disgusting.
I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your
And this is me remembering after over 2.5 years that I can actually move these shelves. I don't know how I overlooked that, but I guess I did. And that was so convenient for this project that these things actually move, and I could kind of play around with the layout and make it work for the things that I have to put in my fridge.
gets too dark. I am running for you. I am running for you. I am running for you. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your
Now again, I'm going to go through and separate the things that are expired or that just is not looking too hot and set that aside. And then after I do that, I'm going to organize. Oops. Yeah, I forgot about that. That was the applesauce that kind of went a little bit moldy. My dad is watching this. So Dad, I'm so sorry. I promise you raised a more clean daughter than this. But anyway, on to the next thing.
I want to be there and baby dance the night away. I let my head down. if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I won.
So you really just have to play around with the layout and the organization in these containers. I went back and redid it multiple times just because whenever I start a project like this, I don't know why, but I go in basically completely blindfolded and I have absolutely no plan. I just get reckless with it and do whatever I think works while I'm doing it.
I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. You can. Baby, let your head down. Be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off. You don't have to hide it. Baby, let your head down. Be a little.
Now I am finally going back in and adding everything in the middle shelves, and I'm just kind of doing it based on the things that I grab more. Those are going to be in the front, and things I want to hide from my kids, like a couple cookies for myself, I'm going to put in the back where they can't see them. And then I'm going to go through and start working on the shelves on the sides of the doors.
Queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit.
So again, I'm going to be taking everything out from the section I'm working in, putting it on the counters, and then going through, looking at the dates, putting anything aside that is expired or that we just don't use that is going to go expired because we won't touch it. And then after that, I'm going to organize it on the counters and get it ready to put back in.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be.
This drawer really reflects my life here, people. It is, you know, a little bit chaotic, a lot of stuff going on. Anyway, I'm gonna take everything out. All of that cheese I just took out is expired from when my mom visited. She likes that cheese. I don't know why she bought like 60,000 gallons, but she has not been here for a while, and of course it's expired. So chucking the majority of this stuff and then kind of putting everything back in there appropriately, kind of having somewhat of a layout, but basically just so that it looks a little bit better.
I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me.
Here is the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure you come back in a couple days for another new video, and I will see you guys then. Bye.
At beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes.
I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car.